Watch your new show cause it's very sublime. I'm so excited cause it really is time for 9 at 9. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Woo! So tell us what's new, now let me throw you a cue. It's 9 at 9.
All right, number 9, these space shuttle sleeper pods are for rent in Melbourne, Australia. They look like futuristic robotic pods. They're not for everyone, especially if you're claustrophobic, but vacancy rates in Melbourne are at a record low right now, and people are in need of places to stay. So the owners of these pods have them stacked up on top of each other, and they can sleep 2 people per pod. They rent for about $170 a week or $600 a month. Renters don't have to pay electricity or their utility bills. They don't have to sign a lease either. They can just pay by the week. Sleeper pod idea is being suggested as a possible solution to housing shortages in San Francisco. Interesting.
That was interesting.
Doesn't that remind you of the in Star Wars where Princess Leia is sleeping? You know, I'm turning this direction, by the way.
I was going to say, your laws, you lose.
You know, they rescue her out of that pod. That's
Right. Right.
How did you know Andy was a Star Wars guy?
I have no idea. Just assuming it was a gift. Neither of you know anything what I'm talking about here. But I'm seeing some nods in the studio here that know exactly what I'm talking about. She's sleeping in this like sleeper pod. And they go and rescue her. All right. Sorry, Morgan. Go ahead. Number 8.
Number 8, the Gentle Minion TikTok trend continues. It's where a group of kids, mostly young men, dress up in suits and show up at movie theaters to see Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Yeah.
Gru. The look is part business, it's part Secret Service agent. You'll find videos and pictures of these guys all over the internet right now. Dozens of boys posing on escalators outside movie theaters looking serious and clutching tiny stuffed Minion dolls. Hashtag Gentle Minion in case you want to get in on this.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that. It's been viewed more than 65 million times. Many theaters, though, have banned the kids in suits because some of them have been a little disruptive.
Oh, that took a dark turn.
Yeah, like what?
Well, because they're making so much noise and kids are in the movies and they're like, you know, some of them are getting really rowdy, you know, since it's a kids movie. But I mean, I would think that
like
the movie,
sneaking in vodka or something.
whoever made the movie's got to be happy. So many people are going to see it,
I
right?
feel like that was the enthusiasm, right?
Right.
Oh, well.
But when I went to go see Elvis, fantastic, by the way. There was Gentle Minions right there in the lobby. They had just every theater you go to.
Really?
It's happening.
So
It's
they
a
show up at
TikTok
other
thing.
movies? They show up at other movies that aren't
No,
even...
they were in the theater lobby. They had just come out of the, you know, the Minions movie. So it's like my daughter had told me, look, you know, hey, guess that's happening.
Look out for those Gentle Minions.
And they surely were there.
Not so gentle, apparently. All right, Andy, number 7.
All right, number 7. We all kind of assume that the moon is pretty big, right? Well, the moon is actually smaller in diameter than the U.S. America is about 1,500 miles from north to south, 2,800 miles from the eastern seaboard to the west coast. The moon is basically about 3 times bigger than Texas, and the moon's mass is only about an 80th of the Earth's. So if the Earth were hollow, it would take around 50 moons to fill it.
Wow. There's a good
lot of
scale.
moons.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of moons. Interesting. All right, number 6. If you're traveling this summer, you've already heard all the horror stories there at the airports, canceled flights. Maybe you experienced them a little yourself here. Well, you've heard all the advice. Get there early. Plan to be late. Don't expect things to run smoothly. Well, according to a new survey from Bankrate.com, nearly 4 out of 5 travelers have experienced at least one travel-related issue. These issues include high prices, long waits, poor customer service, lost money due to
What kind of a
canceled...
study is that? I mean,
Right.
everybody experiences one of those things.
And strikes, but it seems like it's just a nightmare out there. It makes me not want to get on a plane again and just...
Something tells me you'll still be vacationing.
I will be. I will be.
But
I
that
like the
was an-
sarcasm in there. Yeah, yeah.
That was an actual study that was done, though.
Yeah.
Most people will experience a long wait or have a headache when they travel.
4 out of
What?
5?
Yeah.
4 out of 5 travelers experience one travel
you're going to wait in
issue?
a line at some point, or you know.
Issued with a miss your connecting flight and all that?
Right?
Canceled flights,
Yeah,
Yeah.
canceled flight.
I mean,
It's
is
everywhere.
that negative attitude coming out again? I got to take it.
Yeah, rein it in.
Where's Sarah when I meet her? She usually.
She brings the
Bubble you right up.
You're on the
swings-
fence. We don't know.
she
I
swings
feel like you lean more towards the positive side, though, than the negative.
Yeah, you're not as vocal about it. Let it out.
Give
you
it
know?
All right,
time.
okay,
That's
I'll be
good.
Sarah
positive.
leaves. We need somebody.
I know.
Right, yeah.
All right,
You're
number
sitting in a
5.
chair, so.
Here's a genius invention. It's the stackable pizza pack. The pack is made of silicone, so it's microwave safe and dishwasher safe. The container is also airtight, so it's guaranteed to keep your leftover pizza fresh. Sounds good enough, but if you live in Chicago, you don't always get the triangle-shaped pizza. So Just a Tupperware container it's a triangle for a pizza.
Tupperware.
All right.
In Chicago, a lot of pizzas cut in the squares, right?
Isn't that everywhere? Is that, or no?
Where?
The square pizza.
No, it's like the
I think it's a
Chicago style
Chicago
thin
thing,
crust.
club
Yeah, the
style,
bar,
isn't
the
it?
club, bar, club style, squares. Anyway.
In Rockford, did they have it
Yeah,
square?
always. I always ate square pizza in Rockford.
Wow.
Rockford has its own
We're
pizza
close
style,
enough.
right? The malt crust or whatever. Did I get that right?
They have a different crust in Rockford?
No.
Oh no, it's
Being sarcastic,
no, it's like
aren't you?
Moline. It's like the
Yeah,
Quad
Quad
Cities.
Cities, yeah.
Quad
Oh, yeah?
Cities. Sorry. My bad.
What
My
kind of
bad.
crust do they have out there?
It's like
It's malted. It's a little sweeter, and yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
It's a-
joking.
No. It's like a malted crust.
It bubbles up a little bit. It's not quite deep dish, but it's not quite thin crust.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Add it to your summer road trip plan, Robin. I know you got a long list of those
You're right.
local places you
I mean,
want to
I go
hit
to all
up.
these small towns. I'm
Yeah.
surprised I haven't seen it.
Go get
Anyway,
your malted pizza.
There we go.
All right, number
Yeah.
4. How does everyone feel about the
Roots.
self-checkout
Sorry,
line?
Roots Pizza in Chicago. Sorry, just had to give them a shout out here. They do the malted pizza. Sorry, go ahead, Robin. Roots Pizza in Chicago. Fantastic pizza.
Oh,
And they do
It's a
that
quad
style?
They do that style. Yeah.
Okay.
the
So
Quad
check it out.
City style.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, now let's move on to these self-checkout lines. How do we feel about those?
I don't mind them.
Really? Have you ever looked up in the old camera they got right above it, what you look like in that, in that
No.
screen?
No.
I've never looked worse. Ever. Check yourself out
Grainy,
sometime.
fluorescent
It's
lighting.
awful. Anyways, a new article on CNN points out a lot of people hate them, but it's probably not going away. Some people like them, some find it worse than waiting in the line. Survey by a company that makes signs for stores found that 67% of people had recently found difficulties at these self-checkout lines. Machine says place your items in the bag, wait for assistance, but they're
Yeah.
probably here to stay.
Yeah.
I feel like I said the same thing
I
like
know.
4
Yeah,
times in
you
that. Let's
And you're
see,
still on
stores
camera.
save money by making us do the work, but they lose money through the mistakes and the shoplifting and those expensive machines. Retail experts say stores want to cater to what people perceive as convenient, so the self-checkout line's here to stay.
Also, like you have to weigh the produce sometimes, and that scale gets messed up. If you like, take it off and put it in the bag, it's a mess. Here to stay, right, Maureen?
Yeah.
That I said 3 times here to stay, so I think it's here to stay.
You
Yeah.
read that same script 3 times.
3, maybe
too,
4
so-
times.
Yeah.
Here to
All right.
stay.
All right, Andy.
All right, number 3. This will be fun to watch. What do you think is happening here?
Oh.
Very satisfying.
Oh, is it that epoxy coating?
It is. It's a quick dry epoxy. It doesn't dry immediately.
Look
The
at he's
guy-
walking on
yeah,
it right
and
away.
He's wearing spiked shoes. The holes will disappear as the surface settles itself.
Wow.
So you can actually walk on it. You're not going to epoxy yourself into a corner.
Yeah,
That is fabulous.
that's really
Not too bad.
satisfying.
Very soothing to watch.
It
It is,
is.
yeah, it's very comforting. Number 2, this is great old video from the Tour de France from the 1960s. The riders have used to have something called drinking raids at certain spots along the course. They would get into a village, actually hop off their bikes, and then rush into different cafes and stores that were along the route. They'd even grab some beers or sometimes champagne. And then they'd tuck bottles of booze into their riding shorts and then would continue drinking as they finished the race.
What? Couldn't
they-
someone stand outside and hand that to him?
Well, they've obviously updated the
Yeah.
format here a little bit, but that's how they used to do it back in the day. They even shared bottles sometimes among riders. And the alcohol burned off quickly, though it's probably not the best way to do it. And at the end of the tour, the race organizers would get bills from all the shop owners.
Ah.
Oh.
But they support local business along the way. That's really
Look
fascinating.
at that.
Did not know that.
All right, number 1, let's take a look back at one of the original memes. The video was shot in 2000 and went viral in 2006. Since then, it has been the subject of art installations and academic lectures and speculation about whether it was staged or not. From Berlin, this is the Techno Viking. Does anything happen?
Waiting for him to start dancing or something.
This video's 4
Yeah, it's
minutes long,
really
so I'm
bizarre.
hoping something happens soon. Does he dance or something?
It's the water. What is he looking at?
This is one of the oldest memes. This I've never.
And would you say shot in 2000?
Okay,
there
here we go.
Kind of dances like Larry.
Yeah, he does, yeah. He's got his, like, posse behind him.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, all right,
Anyway,
wow.
the Techno Viking never wanted to be in the video, so he sued. And the guy who filmed this had to pay him all the money from YouTube, which is probably about $20,000. His identity has never really been revealed, but good
Interesting.
for him.
Yeah. Get what's yours.
It is interesting looking back on the first stuff that went viral, you know, before that was even a thing.
That's a meme, though?
I
If it's a
don't.
meme or a video or what's
Is the
actually
memes where they
definition
have
of
the
a meme?
words on the
Yeah,
screen?
it's
Right.
just like a still.
So maybe
image.
this was a GIF?
Yeah. This is
Oh
before
God,
GIF
now I
days,
sound like
don't
a
know.
real idiot.
We all sound real old right
In
now.
my day, we had the U.S. Postal Service.
Okay, so
Oh, there
people
we
have like
go.
taken it and transformed it
I
into
see.
funnier things, I guess.
I see. All right, that's a 9 at 9. I'm embarrassed for us. We've had better efforts.
Yeah.
We screwed that up ourselves.
Also,
All
he
right.
never wanted to be in it. We just showed 2 full minutes.
Yeah, right.